Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Friday afternoon meeting at 1 o'clock Central Time here in the Great Republic of Texas, where we are the AI We Care team. We are a Nowsite users group, and every Friday at this time, we talk about all things Nowsite. I'm joined with my co-host, Mary Bird. Mary, here, and we're going to try and help you out this week with updates, tips, and tricks, and other items you can use to help you better your use of Nowsite. So as always, Nowsite has no grass growing under its feet. And they had a lot of announcements this week and last week that we'll go ahead and try to cover as much as we can and give you as much skinny on as we can, because they're still keeping us kind of in the weeds on some stuff. But it's all good, and it always does come out really well. So with that, I'm going to turn over to Mary for our weekly 411 on everything updating on Nowsite. Mary, over to you.
My 411 is a little short this week, okay? It's this week has definitely turned my direction several different places. Steve did a wonderful email a week ago about everything that has come through on the system that's changed, that keeps changing, and they keep giving us more hints. Steve, did you ever put that as a PDF on the page?
Nope, but I'll get it done today and send it over to you so you can put it up.
Okay.
Or I'll put it up.
So we'll put that next to last week's video so that you have kind of a chart to go through and go by. The Ray Higdon announcement of partnering up with Ray Higdon and the Rainmakers came out yesterday. There's more things to follow on it, whether they're going to increase the price, add a price, put it in a plan, put it in a package. We still don't know. As a matter of fact, Justin doesn't know what they're going to do yet. So the ink is not dry on that contract. So just stay tuned for the announcements on Ray Higdon. For another announcement, both Steve's and my sponsor, Charlie, had a stroke last week. He's in Methodist Willowbrook, headed towards a rehab next week. At least that's the direction we think we're going with that. So I have been sidetracked with helping his wife yesterday, so I missed the Ray Higdon event. So there's just so much going on within the group, within the team, that some of us just reach out and help the other ones. So yeah, that's what I did yesterday. So I'm going to toss it back to Steve.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and brief you a little bit on the Ray Higdon thing. So for those of you who are not familiar with Ray Higdon, because I wasn't, I had no idea who he was. But I guess in the world of network marketing, he's a guru.
Big guru.
Big guru. Has been for a long time. And what he does basically is he coaches people how to build their networks, how to engage people, how to do that on social media and other platforms, and what they're planning on doing. I think the bigger picture is incorporating all his knowledge, feeding it to AI, and giving it to us as a database to use. So basically learning how to use his approach, his thoughts, and how he does that with his students, how to do that. And I guess he's like, I forget, thousands of people he's helped. I know it's thousands. I guess he's like the Tony Robbins of network marketing, kind of.
He is. That's a good analogy.
And so it's a really great collaboration. He loves Nowsite. He thinks it's the next greatest thing. He loves my AI. He thinks it's wonderful. He's pretty interesting guy. I mean, it seems like he's a pretty good success story. He had some really hard knocks early in life and stuff, and basically, found the Lord and moved forward. And so he is, his measure in life is to help people. Meanwhile, he's making a lot of money at it, but that's okay too. Everybody should make money and doing stuff. So, I'm kind of excited about it. I can see how it fits into the Nowsite model, because the real wonderful thing about AI is its learning ability, and I'm seeing it more and more every day when I use it on my stuff. I see it coming up and making recommendations. I'm seeing different things like that. So if you aren't using my AI, and especially, and I know that I'm seeing Johnny doing a lot of this, because I see it I'm on his Facebook and LinkedIn stuff, but using a lot of reposting stuff and reposting that stuff. Johnny, you getting a lot of feedback on that?
You're muted.
Yeah.
I've looked back a little bit on some of the stuff, but I didn't see much commenting and stuff, but just mostly from the other friends
Mhm.
that are in Nowsite, but not out of the ordinary people that I don't know.
Well, where I've seen action coming back to me is I belong to several different media groups. One of those is called Those in Media and stuff like that, which I started posting to those teams. My posts, I'm getting those back. I'm getting responses, likes, comments, and I picked up a couple of those out, reposted them, put them back out, and done that, and had engaged. And some of them, I've gotten like we're on our fourth or fifth conversation now, and doing it. And so, as Cheryl actually did in the call yesterday, showed you how to move from building that rapport, getting to know each other, liking each other, to start talking about what do you do in business and introducing Nowsite, which was pretty cool. It was, but it's again, it's one of those things. It's going to take 4 or 5 exchanges because you have to build trust and find things you have in common to build that rapport with that kind of stuff. But it's an amazing tool because I can tell you, I could never write a response. I'm pretty good at writing. I can't write responses as well as AI can. Especially with all the little cute emojis and stuff. I'm not an emoji guy. You know, so I mean, it's good for me. I mean, I have to because I write so technical most times and flowery. I have to take that little slide bar over there and put humor a little farther over and a little bit more on the emoji side for me. But it seems to be working, and I think everybody should be doing at least 10 of those a day. You should be doing 10, of those a day, getting back with it. That's how you're going to build audience. The other thing I found out is that I've also started asking because you can go in and edit those posts. So a couple things that I put in there is, or I write in the original comment on it if I have original post on. Also to mention, please share this if you like it. Sometimes something as simple as that. And I'm finding a lot of people are liking and sharing. So that's going to open up your audience, make it a lot broader on that as well. So, play with it. It's fun. I mean, to me, it gets addicting sometimes. So, yeah, I mean, I find it to be extremely, really helpful. The other thing I did was I did something else with AI this week. Mary, I'm going to take a few minutes and share this because it's kind of interesting.
Please do.
Okay, so every year in November, starting this month, I do all my projections for 24, the next year. So I build out a operational budget for my business. What my revenue streams are going to be, what my expenses are going to be, and I plug them into a 12-month spreadsheet on what I'm budgeting based on last year's actuals. And then it leaves it open. Then I build the formulas in there for differentiation, and then I put actuals in there. So what I did was something different. I wanted to try something. So I said, based on my business profile to AI, and these are the current revenue streams that I actually get revenue from currently. What, based on my business profile and my business type, what are some other possible revenue streams that I could be generating? And this is where you use an AI as a coach to help you with your business planning. Came back and it gave me 2 new ones that I never even thought about. Okay, so the first one that gave me back that I never thought about was coaching people in career change.
That's great.
Based on my experience coaching people on career change, how to go, helping them understand their skills, where their talents are, and then reprogramming that into a business plan for them to launch a new career.
And you've done that several times.
I have. And
But
so,
it wasn't in the revenue stream.
but it wasn't in the revenue stream because that's something that I can charge for coaching. It's not, and it's a niche. It's a specific niche of coaching. And I said, well, that's great. I think that's something I should investigate. So then I asked it to ask it actually to write a marketing plan for me to do that. And it gave me a marketing plan to do that. Okay. So that's just, that was one of the reasons. The other revenue stream that it provided me was was basically putting people together for deals. A finder. Because of my networking and everything I do, I see something over there that Cled does, and maybe Cled's got some kind of thing he wants investors for or something like that. And I introduce him to Keith because Keith is interested in investing in something like that or a VC or something like that. Put them together and getting a commission when the deal's closed.
Right. And most of us do that already,
Exactly.
but we don't charge for it.
Right. And
was gonna
it
say.
told me something which I knew, but I forgot I knew, is that in the state of Texas, and it told me this in that you can file to be a registered finder for the state of Texas. In other words, it's like a notary republic. You actually get
That's
a certification and you can actually have to file with the comptroller's office and you can actually register with them. All you have to do is report your deals every year. And the thing is that the deals cannot be over, if it's an investment in a business, the investment can't be over $10,000.
So what
So,
did it project you to earn from a deal if it's not over?
well, it said, it's, those, commissions and stuff like that are between you and the investors, whatever they, it could be 6%, 5%, 10%, could be whatever it is. But, next step with that would be to do a business plan for that and how would I market it? And I didn't get that part yet because I was busy doing something else. But those are two new revenue streams I'm going to look at this year. One is coaching career change. And the other one is going to be, when I see the opportunity, looking to finder, one of the things I did do after setting that is I did go to the comptroller's website, Texas, and downloaded the paperwork to file for the state of Texas. So, there's, you can, so when you're planning, always look at, which ways make the most sense out of your wheelhouse. And those both make good sense out of my wheelhouse. So those are two revenue streams. Now, I'm not going to budget anything in there. I'm going to budget zero. But what I'm going to, that's going to keep it top of mind. And when I do see it, it is an available thing. And doing stuff like that. So, and then my expenses, I reviewed my expenses, and then I'm actually was able to cut a little bit. There's a couple things I found that weren't necessarily returning the return on investment that I wanted out of them. And I was just kind of coddling them along. I snipped those and I'll see, they don't seem to be helping me right now. I can't see how it can hurt me. Now there are fixed expenses that are necessary, like Calendly. Now I could go, there are a couple of free apps now for setting your calendar, but that, that's been out there for 2 years now. A lot of people know how to get a hold of me. I don't want to mess with it in doing that. The other thing is, I found out I could get some discounts. So, I didn't know that when you pay Microsoft for Microsoft 365 for a year, that they give you 20% discount. So I paid it for a year. It's like $162 or something like that.
Yeah. If you pay it up front, there's a discount. I do that.
Yeah. So I started going through there looking for ways to, because, pennies add up, right? So it's, it's just, when you look at for the year and how much you spend in some areas, you're going, well, you don't really realize, $10 here, $12 there, $15 there. All of a sudden you add it all up and it's like, wow, man, I had like $6,000 in expenses over here, to run your business. So, that's one of the things that I wanted to share with you is like, use the AI to look for other things besides writing copy for you. Use it for business. Use it when you're writing your operating plan. Talk to it. Use it as a business coach. I mean, it's a great executive assistant, but you can also be your business coach doing things. It'll also build spreadsheets for you if you haven't tried that yet. You got Chat GT before? It'll build spreadsheets for you. You just have to tell you what it wants. It'll get you there and doing that. So I just want to do that little educational moment and talk about it. What else would you like to add to the 411 this morning, Mary?
For this afternoon, I don't have anything else to add to the 411. Was anybody able to go to the Houston event?
Nope, I had to leave town earlier than expected because of my flight, but I did hear that there was great attendance. There were a lot of people there, and Cheryl was raving about the meeting on the call the other day. So it was good. So Carl always does a good job, I understand, getting those things set up. So
Yes, he does. He does those once a month for those that are watching or that are here that are in Houston. That's a networking once a month with Carl Scott. So if you want more information on that, reach out to me. I'll give you that info.
Mary,
It's on
you
the
and I,
northwest side.
yeah, Mary, you and I were talking earlier about some training opportunities that you because they keep on bucking up against our stuff. But I want to share a little bit about those because I think they're worthwhile too.
Nowsite is doing spontaneous training now. They told us this morning that they were going to do one at 1:15 our time today, which is a little off the top of the hour. So you're always going to want to look. Am I driving, Steve?
Let me go ahead and let you drive. Yes, you are now driving.
Thank you. You're always going to want to look back into, whoops, I don't have it pulled up. Oh, yeah, I do. Hold on. Sorry. Out of practice on this one. You're always going to want to come down here to the question mark and come over here to the training calendar. Okay. And what do you know? They didn't even put it on the calendar.
Nope.
They must have just gone Facebook Live.
Yeah.
But they're on right now. It was a surprise with Adrian and Cheryl bouncing back and forth. But come in here to the My AI Live that's every day, Monday through Friday, and then get into the sales funnels with Melvin Crowley. Okay, tips on Tuesday and Wednesday with Cheryl Coco, affiliate training. They've added that affiliate training with Serena. So you're building with Melvin and or Serena, depending on which person that you most relate to, or pick up different tips and tricks from both of them. So you're always going to want to come see what's on the calendar for that day. Check a couple of times a week, even if you've got it booked on your calendar already. But Nowsite is going to come live a lot more and look for more things in the next 2 weeks. There is going to be no grass growing under their feet. We already got that kind of as a warning, but also as a heads up, y'all. Don't forget, we've got Thanksgiving this month. Okay, so be on the lookout for the Black Friday and Cyber Monday specials that are coming. I mean, there is going to be something huge for the last part of this month. If anybody who is listening was part of royalty in those days, May of 2017 was the first day that they had added over one day in May, added 1,000 new users to Nowsite. Now that may be a historic milestone for Nowsite, but it is also a foreshadowing of what they can do going forward. So I'm not talking about bringing in one whole group, such as some of the other VPs that we've had over the last couple of years that have their own following. We're talking about really us in the field out there recruiting and bringing people in. So This is where the calendar is. It's going to be under the question mark. So you can refer back to that. Johnny, you've got your hand up.
Yes. I made a suggestion to somebody and they said, I don't think they'll do this. My suggestion was the My AI training at 11 a.m. every day, or
Mhm.
11, depending on what zone you're in.
Right.
Mine's 11. So and it's 30 minutes long. I suggested, why don't she make that extra make it an extra half hour longer and do more tips and tricks than just the basics for the new people that are learning. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
That go refer to our library of tips and tricks. That's why we created that tips and tricks section, so that y'all had something to go to in the video format, so you could see, besides this is a pen and how to use a pen, how to use the applications.
But do you have that for My AI?
Not yet.
Oh, but you plan on doing that, I imagine.
We will be actually doing a couple modules on that. We were
Mhm.
talking about that because that's really where the drive needs to be now. They've pretty much got the training in place for the regular marketing now to get set up. Although it's
Mhm.
still weak, as Keith will let you know. I mean, I had to walk him through the setup as well because it's not intuitive unless you know, because there's no instructions, really. No instructions.
Well, the reason why I brought that up is because I had to cut back on my expenses, and because I was actually going to quit Nowsite and go a different direction, but I kept the My AI part. So for them to not get me to quit, they asked me to get a free demo from one of their gurus, and he showed me so many tricks that I never even knew you could do. So that's why I'm suggesting
Yeah,
something.
that's a great suggestion. Because you've heard me say this 100 times with Nowsite. It's like going in a deli line, getting a ticket, ordering what you want, walk down and they deliver a sandwich.
Mhm. Because currently the 11 o'clock tips and tricks that she's doing now, I know everything about that. But the
It's
guy
not
that
for the advanced user, it's for the
Yeah.
brand new user.
exactly. So
And they're also looking at letting you purchase that extra coaching sport. Hold on just a second. I'm sorry. They're looking for you to buy one-on-one coaching with them, but it's also on their schedule. It's not when you need it and you're doing something right now. Now, Justin and Cheryl will say there has never been a marketing emergency. And I can tell you wrong. There has been marketing emergencies.
Oh yeah.
Steve may shake his head no, but by
No,
the time
no, I am. I mean, there's marketing emergencies all the time.
the lightning hits and you go, aha, I finally have the right message. I got to get it out right now. Well, in their position, they're going, it's not an emergency. You should have thought about it 3 weeks ago. You should have thought about it earlier. Well, I'm in an industry that changes almost daily. And in the health insurance field right now, if you're not up on the permission slips and the follow-ups and the permission to talk to them and all of that, you're behind the boat this year. But they didn't make anything final until the 1st. So anyway, there.
The other thing is I can't count the number of times with my hands where I've been doing a demo, go into the platform and the page changed
Mm-hmm.
because they don't tell us. All of a sudden you're going, well, where's that? No, I was over here yesterday. Where's it hiding today?
Mm-hmm.
And again, there's never any training. They go, it's not till somebody brings it up or they're proud of it. They go, well, did you see we did this? It's like this morning.
Who found this?
It's like this morning. They go, Justin was all proud of himself because he went and said, well, we've been doing this kind of behind the scenes. I don't want to see if anybody noticed. And what's that? They're incorporating complete Nowsite customer service into AI. So if
But
you
it's
ask your
only,
AI, yeah, if you
it's
ask your
right.
AI, right?
Yeah, right now it's just in the Now Club members
Yeah.
account because we're beta testing to
Yeah.
make sure that it's correct. And they don't have to fix anything. So this is an ever evolving, everly changing platform.
It's like I say, I mean, they mean well, but they do everything else. But you just have to remember that they're nerds. And if you've ever dealt with IT people, the farthest thing away from them is customer service. Right, Cled?
That's it. Keep us happy.
Yep. I mean, that's why, Mary and I work so hard for you guys going out there and, going up the chain to get things fixed for you all the time, because they know when we call that it's a problem. Because if we can't fix it, we need your help to do this. So, it's they're still a young company, learning, growing. And and I've always said this, and Mary knows I've been saying this from the beginning. They need to slow down. They need to take a breath. It's not the next new shiny thing I can put on here. Let's learn the old shiny thing first.
And they're past putting features on for right now. You're not going to see any brand new features. You're just going to see some more development with the tools that are already on there. So just like Steve said, go write a business model, go write your business review, go write anything. Just plug it into AI on the Chat GPT 5.4. 4. It's unlimited on the Nowsite version. Okay, so if you have my AI in your package, you have the unlimited version. Go have a conversation with it.
Yeah, and teach it as much as you can about who you are. Just let it learn you. I mean, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to, because I've also got the paid one too. But Cled turned me on to a couple of AI video things that I've been playing with. Cled, you want to talk a little bit about that? Those video?
Nope.
No. No, there's a couple of platforms that you've been using, right, to do video?
Coliseum is one.
Yeah.
That's excellent. Like $30 a month, you get 10 minutes of videos, and most of mine are like 1.5 to 2.5 minutes. And you feed it a script. Upload it, boom. You pick a character, you pick a voice, you pick a tone of voice. Bob's your uncle, and you get I think 5 screens. And I find it highly effective and time saver, because I do a lot of PowerPoint videos where I just narrate what I've done, which is really good for education and teaching people step by step how to do this. Whereas with my AI, I plug that in, I can put the important parts of each presentation on a screen where they can stare at it while they're hearing about it. So wicked cool stuff. And
Yep.
I've been, I haven't gotten any more involved in it, because now you can upload your own avatar, take a picture of your face, left, right, cough, and your own voice. But I've been waiting to upload that because I keep being promised that we're going to have video capabilities with our AI here at
Well,
Nowsite.
we can now put video clips into social media posts. So that's there now, which wasn't
Yeah.
that was just a couple weeks old.
So anyway, Coliseum, I'm going to send a link. Where is that?
What's the program you're using, or is that what you're going to copy?
That's what I'm going to tell you.
Yeah.
Okay. Drum roll, please.
Oh, college sorority girls initiation? No, not that one.
Okay, got it. Cool, man.
All right.
Thank you for
Now,
sharing.
if you're interested, I'll send you my referral link so I get an extra 10 minutes, but
Okay.
that should be good for starters. And check it out. I've done a lot of videos, very simple, easy to use. And here's my number. If you have any questions.
I've also found Microsoft Windows has got a new video editor called Clipchamp, which is really way advanced from where it was.
Yeah.
Does a lot of really cool things. So if you've got Windows 11 or 10, if you go to the App Store in Windows, you can download Clipchamp. It's replacing Video Editor on the platform.
Flip Champ. Thank you.
Yep. On that. So
All right, and I'm going to just say this because the chat is not visible on the replay.
Yeah.
So that is one of the things that you want to be here to be able to capture the chat feature site. So that's one other good reason to join us on the AI We Care team call.
Yep. We want to always do, as we do every week, give a shout out to all those folks out on YouTube who have liked and subscribed to the channel. Thank you very much, and continue to do so. And we know a lot of you out there because I see how many people watch on Saturdays and Sundays and Mondays and Tuesdays. So, but thank you I hope you're enjoying, you're getting something out of this. And like Mary said, anytime you can join us here, and you can find that link to this by going to the AI We Care Team.now.site, which is our resource page. And on the homepage there's right at the top says join us, get the Zoom and come there. And for you guys, it's real simple. It's https:// Zoom with Steve.
Now.site.
And you can join us at the passcode is 017502. So you can join us there each week, or you can go to the resource page also, and you can see all the past archived all the way back to 2020 of these podcasts. We've been doing this for a while now. So these training sessions, and thank you again for your attention. And like we said, also you can also contact Mary or I off the website, off the YouTube channel, and send us or make comments in the comment section and send us comments, and we'll try to answer those in these sessions as well for you. And as we alluded, we will be doing some more training films, some training tapes, educational tapes on myai.com. Getting tongue tied today. So people have a little bit more things like Johnny has suggested, like tips and tricks on how to do these things, because there are ways to use this thing to make it work for you. One thing to make sure is that you've got all your social media channels set up correctly. So when you do post from your My AI, that it's not going to your Facebook personal page. It's going to your Facebook business page, unless you want to use your personal page. Ditto with the LinkedIn account. Same thing. You should have a separate business account for Instagram. And also, something interesting is Telegram's on there. Is anybody got experience with Telegram?
I have a little.
Yeah, I used to use it because a group that Mary and I used to belong to used to use Telegram as its messaging service. But I guess Telegram is getting to be a pretty good one. What I'm finding out I'm getting addicted to is Reddit. And Reddit is pretty interesting. It's pretty out there, but I suggest if you want to see the things out there. So I'm going to open up a Reddit account as well. Now, I want to share something with you that you've heard me talk about before. I did set up a business account on Nextdoor. And I started marketing today. And so I set it up last month just to see what happened. And I actually had 47 people visit my site without doing anything. Just came up. So I posted my first paid ad up there today, and we'll see what happens. And I'm going to target people for home offices. Oh, excuse me. Got something cut in my throat. Mary, I gotta get a glass of water.
Yeah, go ahead. Does anybody have any other stories they want to share this week? Questions or testimonials, either one? Aren't we a quiet bunch today?
We're full of information we need to cogitate upon.
I
Good.
know. Glad you gave a lot this morning, so I need to get into the video scene to do some. I was going to go on Facebook Live this afternoon, but I may need to do some other videos.
I'm gonna ask Keith to interject here since he's a new user. Keith, I mean, other than working with me so far, what would help you with Nowsite?
Well, I tell you, I mean, I've just been trying to spend as much time as I can just getting in there and just kind of getting, just discovering what it's capable of doing beyond what you and I have really done in our training and things. And so I've gone in and developed, some of the profiles, some of the some emails, some websites and things like that. Really just seeing some of, getting in there more and just kind of discovering and just kind of looking at, what type of, what type of engagement, we're trying, is most effective. That would be kind of what's worked for people in the past would be very helpful. And then that way, because as I'm trying to market it to people, understanding how they're able to, how they're able to do it is really helped out as well. Things like that.
Okay, one of the things that we can do is I can share actually a couple of email programs that have worked well
Okay.
with you, and
Okay.
we'll get them moved over in the team section. So you
Gotcha.
can have anybody belongs to the team section out there, belongs on our team, go back in the We Care team, and you'll find it there. And then Mary will also probably post it up in the We Care team over on her side too.
Gotcha. Good. Okay.
Can help you with that and doing those type of things.
Okay. I look forward
I
to
just
that.
plugged in the link to one of my 1-minute videos that I made with this thing, so you can check it out.
Oh, cool.
Cool.
One of my early ones, so you get better with practice.
But I have a question for you. Did you ever figure out how to get those shorts converted over?
No, I had to call him and tell your son to do it in MP4, because I even looked on YouTube and I can't figure out how to do that.
There's no way you can post them.
I can't even download them.
I know. So that was me. I mean, I worked on that for about an hour and a half, trying to figure it out.
I gave it 10 minutes and said, screw it. I called him and said, have him do that. Okay.
Okay.
Calls in
Glad,
your court.
is that supposed to open to a commercial?
No, that's my video.
Okay, I just copied and pasted it. It opened to a commercial.
Should be. Well, if you don't have commercial free, I don't know.
Okay. Oh, it's on YouTube. Okay, no problem. I just didn't sign into YouTube. Okay.
Gotta pay the piper.
Got to be signed in on the right tools.
Mhm.
The piper at the gates of dawn.
So I would like, one of the things I would recommend is play around, do 10 social media posts a day. Do one with a caption, one with a video clip, one with a short caption, and then do one as a long one. And those are pretty cool. They're almost like blogs on doing things. So do that and then try some original stuff as well.
Cool. Okay.
Okay. Mary, anything else?
I don't have anything right now. So if everybody is okay where they are, don't have any other questions. Thought of a question. Okay. We'll be back here next Friday, same time, same station, giving you more information on more up-to-date AI as it rolls out next week.
And
Why?
and because we care.
Because we like you.
No, because we care how you market your business.
And next week, what we'll do is I'll do a demo on the social media tool and walk it through all the way through that, because I've set up some additional channels with Telegram and some other ones, so you can see how those work on that. Okay, with that, we'd like to say thank you for all you viewers out there in YouTube land. Thank you for joining us as well. Again, it's always more fun if you're here in person. So if you can carve a little bit of time out of your day, join us here 1 p.m. here in the great state and Republic of Texas, in Houston, Texas, where we talk about all things Nowsite with the AI We Care team, the users group. Y'all have a nice weekend now.
See you real soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye, y'all. Have a good weekend.
You
Okay.
too,
Bye, Kathy.
Catherine. All right, guys. Y'all need me?